morning students, 9th class students. In your first unit, reading B. B reading is The Duck and the Kangaroo. Poem. B reading, that is a poem, The Duck and the Kangaroo. Its title is The Duck and the Kangaroo. It was written by British poet Edward Lear. It's a humorous poem. The poem is humorous. It was written by British poet Edward Lear. In this poem, the duck is feeling bored to live in its pond. So it wanted to see the whole world. It requested his friend Kangaroo. Kangaroo wanted to take him all over the world, but it complained. Kangaroo duck's wet feet make him ill. So duck found a solution. Then, however, their worldwide trip is getting success. In this poem, we are going to know about these two friends, duck and the kangaroo. It's a humorous poem. Now I am reading the first stanza. Said the duck to the kangaroo, "Good gracious, how you have over the fields and the water too, as if you never would stop. My life is a bore in this nasty pond, and I long to go out in the world beyond. I wish I could hop like you," said the duck to the kangaroo. Said the duck to the kangaroo, "Good gracious, how you have." So, that is the conversation between duck and the kangaroo. The duck is speaking to the kangaroo. Good gracious. Good gracious means an exclamation, that is an exclamation expressing surprise. Good gracious. That is an exclamation expressing surprise. How you have? You can hop. Very nice. Hop means jump. Who speaks this? Duck speaks with the kangaroo. Good gracious. Surprisingly, it is speaking, saying to the kangaroo, how you hop? You jump over the fields and the water too. Over the fields, over the water. You can jump and you can hop as if you never would stop. You can jump. You never stop. My life is a bore in this nasty pond. It feels bored. It expresses its wish in front of his friend. It wanted to see the whole world. So it wanted to hop like kangaroo. So it expresses its wish in front of his friend. Who is his friend? Kangaroo. So you never stop. You can hop over the fields, over the water. I too want to hop like you. I too want to see the whole world. I felt bored in this nasty pond. My life is limited to this nasty pond. So I wanted to see the whole world like you. I want to hop. I want to jump like you. It expresses its wish in front of its friend kangaroo. And I long to go out in the world beyond. What does it say? It wanted to go around the world. I wish I could hop like you. I too want to hop like you. Like kangaroo, said the duck to the kangaroo. Said the duck to the kangaroo, good gracious, how you hop over the fields and the water too, as if you never would stop. My life is a bore in this nasty pond, and I long to go out in the world beyond. I wish I could hop like you, said the duck to the kangaroo. Hop means jump. Good gracious, that is an exclamation expressing surprise. Nasty means unpleasant. Long means have a strong desire. Have a strong desire. It had a strong desire to see over the world. It felt bored living in the pond. It felt bored. Duck felt bored to live in this pond. So it expresses its wish with the kangaroo, and speaking with the kangaroo. Please give me a ride on your back. Please give me a ride on your back, kangaroo. I feel bored to live in this pond. I feel bored to live in this nasty pond. Please give me a ride on your back, said the duck to the kangaroo. I would sit quite still and say nothing but quack the whole of the long day through, and we would go to the beach and the jelly bolly, over the land and over the sea. Please take me a ride, oh do, said the duck to the kangaroo. Please give me a ride on your back. Kangaroo is requesting, duck is requesting kangaroo. Here in this stanza, duck is requesting kangaroo, please give me a ride on your back, said the duck to the kangaroo. It is asking, requesting kangaroo. Duck is requesting kangaroo, please give him a ride on his back. I would sit quite still, without moving. I would sit and say nothing but quack. I don't say anything, only quack. The whole of the long day through, the whole day. And we will go to the D and the jelly bolly. D and the jelly bolly means wonderful places. Those are wonderful places imagined by poet. That is the creation of poet. In this poem, Edward Lear used the word D and the jelly bolly. That is the creation of the poet. He created the word D and the jelly bolly. That is the creation of the poet. Over the land and over the sea. Please take me a ride, oh do, said the duck to the kangaroo. Please take me, oh do. Please take me a ride. Please take me. Kangaroo, duck is requesting kangaroo. Please give him ride on its back, said the duck to the kangaroo. So, duck is in these two stanzas. Duck is requesting the kangaroo to give him ride on kangaroo's back, on his back. So it feels very bored to live in the pond. It wanted to see the whole world. So it wanted to hop like kangaroo. It wanted to see the whole world and wonderful places, the world, D and the jelly bolly. It was the word created by Edward Lear, especially in this poem. That means wonderful places imagined by the poet. It wanted to see the whole world, over the land and over the sea. Please give me ride. It is requesting, duck is requesting kangaroo. And next stanza, said the kangaroo to the duck, this requires some little reflection. Perhaps on the whole it might bring me luck, and there seems but one objection, which is, if you will let me speak so bold, your feet are unpleasantly wet and cold, and will probably give me the rheumatiz, said the kangaroo. Said the kangaroo to the, in the first two stanzas, duck is requesting kangaroo to give him ride on its back, and it wanted to see the whole world, and it wanted to hop over the fields, over the sea and over the land like kangaroo. It requested kangaroo. Said the kangaroo, and the kangaroo is giving reply to the duck. It requires some little reflection. So I want to think a little, because there is one objection. What is it objection? What is its objection? It is telling, let me speak so bold. Let me speak so bold. It says, your feet are unpleasantly wet and cold. Duck lives in the water, so its feet are unpleasantly wet. Unpleasantly wet and cold. Feet are unpleasantly wet. Always duck's feet are wet and cold. So that wet feet causes him illness. That is rheumatiz. Rheumatiz means a disease that makes joints and muscles painful. Said the kangaroo. Actually, there is no objection to give him ride on its back, but there is one objection. Let me speak so bold, kangaroo said. Kangaroo said duck's feet are very wet, always cold. So it causes him some illness. It makes him ill. What is the disease? That is a disease, rheumatis. Rheumatis means joints and muscles are painful. A disease that makes joints and muscles more painful. So said the kangaroo to the duck. Said the duck, as I sat on the rocks, I have thought over that completely, and I bought 4 pairs of worsted socks which fit my web feet neatly, and to keep out the cold I have bought a cloak, and every day a cigar I smoke, and to follow my own dear true love of a kangaroo. Okay, then kangaroo's objection, duck has given its reply. As I sat on the rocks, I have thought over that completely. I sat on the rock and I have thought completely. I have thought over that completely. Because always I live in the, duck lives in the pond. Duck lives in the pond. Its feet are wet and cold, so that it has a thought over this and got one solution. And I bought 4 pairs of worsted socks. Duck says that he has bought 4 pairs of worsted socks, woolen socks, which fit my web feet neatly. Those are very fit to my web feet, it said. And to keep out cold, I have bought a cloak. To keep out cold, I have bought a cloak. Cloak means coat. Coat. It has bought a coat. And every day a cigar I'll smoke, and to follow my own dear true, to make him warm, it will smoke a cigar. And to follow my own dear, and I can follow you to see the whole world. My dear true love of a kangaroo. And it finds a solution. Duck finds a solution. Whenever duck wanted to see the whole world like kangaroo, and it too wanted to jump over the fields, over the water, over the seas and over the land, and it wanted to see the whole world, that is imagine wonderful places created by imagined by poet, especially D. Jelly along with its friend kangaroo. But it expresses its wish in front of kangaroo. Kangaroo says one objection, your feet are, duck's feet are always cold and wet. So that duck also finds a solution. It bought worsted socks, woolen socks, and every day it wore a coat, cloak, that is coat, and every day a cigar it will smoke, and to follow kangaroo. So said the kangaroo, I am ready, all in the moonlight pale, but to balance me well, dear duck, sit steady and quiet at the end of my tail. So away they went with a hop and a bound, and they hopped the whole world 3 times round. And who so happy, oh who, as the duck and the kangaroo, said the duck, said the kangaroo. Then whenever duck finds a solution, kangaroo said, I am ready. Kangaroo said, was ready, all in the moonlight pale. On moonlight pale, pale means low and dull light. They started their journey, but to balance me well, dear duck, sit steady, quiet at the end of its tail. Kangaroo says to the duck, sit steady, exactly sit quiet at the end of its tail. So away they went with a hop and a bound, so happy they two are very happy, and started their journey to see the D and the Jelly Boli. Those are wonderful places imagined by poet. And they hopped the whole world 3 times round. And who so happy? That is the question for the readers. Who so happy is the duck and the kangaroo? Who is so happy? Both are very happy. Both are very happy. Because duck's wish is fulfilled, it is very happy. And to help people, to help duck by fulfilling its wish, kangaroo helps. So Both are very happy. Both are very happy. Said the duck to the kangaroo, good gracious, how you hop over the fields and the water too, as if you never would stop. My life is a bore in this nasty pond, and I long to go out in the world beyond. I wish I could hop like you, said the duck to the kangaroo. Please give me a ride on your back, said the duck to the kangaroo. I would sit quite still and say nothing but quack the whole of the long day through, and we would go to the dee and the jelly bolly, over the land and over the sea. Please take me a ride. Oh, do, said the duck to the kangaroo. Said the kangaroo to the duck. This requires some little reflection. Perhaps on the whole it might bring me luck, and there seems but one objection, which is, if you will let me speak so bold, your feet are unpleasantly wet and cold, and would probably give me rheumatism, said the kangaroo. Said the duck, as I sat on the rocks, I have thought over that completely, and I bought 4 pairs of worsted socks which fit my web feet neatly, and to keep out the cold I have bought a cloak, and every day a cigar I'll smoke, and to follow my own dear true love of a kangaroo, said the kangaroo. I am ready, all in the moonlight pale, but to balance me well, dear duck, sit steady and quiet at the end of my tail. So away they went with a hop and a bound, and they hopped the whole world 3 times round. And who so happy? Oh, who? Asked the duck and the kangaroo. That is the question given by poet to the readers. But in my opinion, both are very happy. They went round the whole world 3 times. They all happy. Duck's wishes. The 2 members are, the 2 duck and the kangaroo are very happy there because duck's wish is fulfilled, and there is a message also, the problem raised by the kangaroo, and it finds solution. So message oriented, problem is there and finds a solution, and wish is fulfilled, and both are happy. Students, thank you. Read the poem twice or thrice, and meanings also given back of the lesson, and read the poem. See meanings, some meanings: long, want or wish very much; hop, move by jumping; ride, a short journey; the dee and the jelly bolly, wonderful places imagined by the poet; reflection, thought or careful thought; bold, frank, rheumatism, a disease that makes the muscles and joint pains; worsted socks, woolen socks; web feet, feet that have toes connected by membrane; cloak, a coat that protects from cold. All these meanings you have to learn after reading the poem. Read poem twice, 2 times, and learn these meanings given in your textbook, page number 18. Thank you, students. With other topic we shall meet again in next class.